Hey, good morning, Facebook family and friends. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I am rejoicing and I'm being glad in it. It's been a long time since I have come and made a video, but today, my spirit, my heart, and my mind is telling me that it's time for another video to be made. This time, I just need to get something off my chest, as well as use this as an educational platform. I am happy and I'm joyful and I am proud to say that that I'm glad that Caytlin Jenner has come to a place in her life where she is now content and she know who she is as an individual, and she made the step to being who she truly is. Yes, it took some time. Like I noticed some people on Facebook was like, why would it take so long for her to make her transition? You know, the smart side of me would have say, hey, it's none of your goddamn business, but this is an educational platform, so that's what I'm going to use it as. Sometimes people, it takes them a long time to come to a place where they are comfortable within themselves and they want to stop living for everyone else and start living for themselves to make themselves happy. And I know for me, it took me a while to even start my transition because I was living for everyone else. So therefore, I'm just speaking from my experience of life. Yes, when you have so many people coming to you, and you might have some people in your lives who their religious thoughts are not like your religious thoughts, or they feel as though God's not going to love you because of who you are or because of whatever. You know, you have to come to a place in your heart where you are at peace with you and your God. And that's what I did when I started my transition. I came to a place where I knew that God was going to love me, that he does love me for who I am. And I know that I'm created in his image, so therefore, you know, by him creating me and me seeing who I am for real, you know, I just had to come into full circle. Now, I believe that's what Caytlin had to do for herself. She had to come to a full circle where she had to be comfortable in who she was, because for years she was cross-dressing, and when you're not living your life completely for you and you have to hide who you are as an individual, it's not a good feeling. You don't have your self-esteem is knocked down low, you know. And I just glad that she has the support that she needs, and that she was able to do where she is today. She's able to be who she is today, and you know, I commend her. By her being in the sports world, that's another thing. You know, everybody looking at her as Bruce Jenner, the fastest runner back in the day. You know, the gold medalist and all that, but you know, she is still the gold medalist, but she just came into full circle and is living her life the way she wants to and living for her. And I'm just so joyful that she did it. And people now need to stop calling her him and he and start addressing her as the female that she is. That's another thing that I saw on Facebook. Everybody keep on saying he, even in the media. He. No, she is she now. So people need to address that and be respectful. I mean, now that everybody knows who she is, she already told everybody who she wants to be called. that's what we all should be doing, is calling her and respecting her, and giving her her wishes, and granting her wishes of what she wants to be called. That's one thing. That's just like when you think about it, because I remember back in the day, you know, people want the respect and want to be treated as human beings. I'm going to take it one step further. My people, people of color, we were once slaves at one given time. People called us niggas. They didn't look at us as human beings. They looked at us as animals. We had to fight and we had to protest, and we had to make a stand so that people will respect who we are as individuals, who we are as people. So when you think about the history, there's always an oppressive people, and right now the oppressive people are the trans people, because, you know, my trans sisters are the ones that's getting killed. Trans brothers are the ones who's getting assaulted. We might not talk about our assaults, but we do. People don't understand who we are, and when people don't understand a certain people, they start treating them bad. History. That's the history. But it's up to us to change the history. And I'm talking to my trans people now. This is a time that all of us can use her, as the platform to educate. I still say she is not my icon. She is not the icon of transgender people. Even though people trying to make her the icon, she is not my icon. We are our own icons because we have our own stories. Now it's time for us to tell our stories so people can understand exactly who we are, where we're coming from, and they're not going to look at us crazy. Use this as an educational platform. I keep saying this. Use this, trans men. It's time for us to step up and tell our stories, because in some circles, in some cities, we don't exist. DC, they say it's only a few of us, but I know there's numerous of us. You know, so we need to start making a stand and start telling our stories and start educating. And when people ask questions, as long as they ask it respectfully, then answer the questions. Don't get offended. If they ask a question the wrong way, say, hey, look, I don't mind answering your question, but this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you. This is how you address someone. This is how you speak to someone. This is this. You know, just give it to them in a raw form. Like me, I keep it 100 all the time. I tell people, don't ask me no question that you're not ready for the answer, because I am raw with everything. So this time, I'm talking to my allies. Any question that you have, you can always inbox me. You can always, the people that have my phone number, you could text me. I mean, you know, I'm open. I'm one of the ones that's open. There's a lot of us that are open, but the only thing is how you come about talking to the individual. So we don't ask about your sex life, so don't ask about ours. You know what I'm saying? That's just like with anything. I don't want to know what you're doing, so I don't want you to ask about what I'm doing. Just keep it 100. I mean, just be real with each other, with each other. I'm getting tongue tied. And just be respectful. Show love, give love, and the more we put the educational piece out there, the more people will understand. But it's just time for us to just really learn to be respectful to one another, and that's the key. And like I said, I am happy for Chaz Bono. Matter of fact, he's a friend of mine. I'm happy for Caitlyn Jenner, but they are not my icons. I am my own icon because I have my own story. Every trans woman, every trans man, you are your own icon because you have your own story. So I'm not letting the media put any face to represent me. I still say that. But I just wanted to say that with the jokes about him changing into a woman and all that, that's uncalled for. That's unnecessary. You know, it's just a part of life. It's just something that happened. She finally became comfortable in who she is as an individual. She is no longer he. I got tongue-tied because I'm thinking from an ally point of view, and I'm trying to put myself in the ally's shoes when they ask, why does he? But we, in our minds, as trans people, we thinking, no, the question is, why did she? So what I'm telling my trans brothers and sisters, be patient with people when they're learning how to address people. But it's up to us to continue to teach them. To my allies, please remain, and my supporters, trans supporters and allies, please remain respectful at all times. And even if you slip up, it's okay to say, my bad, I didn't mean it. But learn to correct yourself. And that would make the conversations, and that would help a lot of things. That would help a lot of not having confrontations and arguments. And I think I've said a little bit that I can, because right now I have to get ready to go. And I'll talk to y'all later. Like I said, if anybody has any type of questions for me, inbox me. I'm open to answering questions as long as it's respectful. Alright? Peace, love, and blessings to you all. One love always.